Today in College Football 26, as you see on the screen right now, we are in the 2040 college football season, where today on College Football 26, I am going to be rebuilding the worst team 20 years in the future, which I mean is 15 years in the future, actually, instead of the actual 20. It would have been 2045 if it was 20, but sorry for the little clickbait there. But anyway, let's sort by 0-star schools. Who is the worst school ever? As we have 61 Akron State, the usual suspect. Charlotte's here at a 59 overall. Anyone lower than a 59? We got Delaware and Kennesaw State as well. Honestly, if it comes to a tie, I might do just like by hardest conference, maybe. Kent State's 61, Liberty and New Mexico State are also 59, so with UAB. Texas State's a 56 overall, though. But UTEP here, sorry the video cut out, but as you can see here, UTEP is the worst team at a 55 overall in the 2040 season, so they will be the team we will be rebuilding in this video. And here we go. Today we are coach here at UTEP, Jefferson Lamar. I definitely butchered that. Let's redo that. Wow, okay, you know what? You can read it. You've seen Key and Piddle once or twice. I can tell you have. Obviously, he's from Middle Tennessee. Just do cookie type of aggressiveness. This is, I know it doesn't look like what he looks like in the skit, but you know what? It's close enough, you know. But anyway, here, let's get into his career. Let's rebuild UTEP. Let's see how they did the last four. Oh yeah, they don't get the whole history. EA just sucks at that for whatever reason. 4-8 the last 3 seasons, even though Jefferson Lamar, he wasn't a head coach last year. But anyway, here, let's win 7-6 in 2036. So I mean, it's not the worst. Staying at 6'7", 269 pounds. He's going to be absolutely great. I did make him a recruiter archetype head coach. Honestly, I don't know what position he'd play in the skits. I think there might be like a confirmed one. I don't know why, but I feel like he'd be a linebacker. He just feels, just like that name makes him feel like a linebacker. I don't know why. Okay, and I never usually go after 5 stars, but Lamar Jackson is here at a 5-star left tackle. Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna just say this guy's Lamar Jackson the second. I'm just gonna say it now. That guy's Lamar Jackson the 7th. Kobe Bryant? No, Dorian Bryant. The safety, not the basketball. Maybe the basketball player. Who knows? I don't know. You never know with EA, you know. No. EA, no. EA is very dumb. I'm not for Lamar Jackson, though. Oh my gosh. Alonzo Cheeks. Oh my gosh. These are some freaking generational names. And looking at college football history, if you are wondering, Miami did win the national championship year #1. If you want to take a look, just pause through all the national champions. Feel free to. USD went off in this simulation, it looks like. But the last national champion coming in the 2039 season would be Alabama, actually beating USD 38-31. Kalen DeBoer is still the head coach at Alabama. Lincoln Riley still the head coach at USC. Somehow when Georgia wins a national championship, Kirby Smart's not the head coach. I don't know how that works. Alani Tatake is still the coach of BYU. Miami's head coach. What's the head coach name in real life? I don't know. I don't know ball. I guess Lincoln Riley in the 2030s is that bad. It doesn't really matter after that, honestly. But I did set up a number. Unfortunately, I did miss out on Lamar Jackson. But we got Alonzo Cheeks. Well, I didn't miss out on him. Well, actually, I did. He lost out. But we also have Dallas Office. We got a Cowboy over here. Office from Dallas, too. That makes it more important. Jalen Session. Classes in session. Braylon Davis. And then we got JoJo Streeter. Oh, that's sweeter. JoJo Streeter. What a name. I really like that. And I thought I'd just give the chance, just like, introduce the team, because I'm in this game against USF right now. You're down 21-10. I'm just playing the moments. And you're going to hear Caleb Foster. This kid, not this kid. This is Frederick. What's his last name? Spin move at the 10 now. No, the 9 now. Good. Also, I am playing on All-American difficulty. I do want to point that out. Caleb Foster, it's Callum because it's 2 L's, not 1 L. But yeah, this kid is insane. Watch this. If I throw this to him, nope, that's idiot. Not really open, but I threw it to him. Anyway, let's run hurry up. Here we go. This is, I don't know what to do. Also, Dwyer, this kid is pretty solid, too. I like him. We have a star center, too. I mean, let's just see his block. I want to look at his block, even though I should probably be looking for this. And he gets open to get in. He did end up getting in. Let's go. There we go. Okay, now, let's go ahead and just, also, I meant offense, not playing the moments. I'm playing on offense only. But I just want to show just a few plays. I will get back into simulation after this. I don't really like showing gameplay that much. Come on, Caleb. That's not your name. Frederick Connors? No, Frederick. What is your name? 23. McCaffrey? No, not McCaffrey. Anyway, here. Simonson. No, that's 26. There's Connor Everly. I think he's Montana's. And then we got Forrester. No, Foster. I don't know what I'm doing. He caught that. Was that Caleb again? I mean, Tony. Oh, I was gonna say it's Tony Dwyer, but that's our quarterback. I don't know what I'm thinking. Nate Everly, though, he's solid, I'd say. You know. Oh my gosh, here we go. Big run, big juke. Oh, okay, that gets us to the 46. Okay, not bad, not bad. I should have run hurry up there, but I did not end up doing that. Montana's. I'm gonna look for Montana. No, that's a horrible idea. I don't know what I'm doing. Running back, get open, run back, get open, run back, get open. Like stick on B, stick or don't go out of bounds. You know, actually, go out of bounds. Yeah, good idea. Frederick Dalton, that's his name. He's on fire. Callum Foster's on fire. Is it Calum? No, it's Callum, because I gotta remember that every time. Callum is. I gotta throw it up. Oh no, don't get picked. Okay, it's not gonna get there. That linebacker, 100% should have picked that off, but he did not end up picking that off. Simonson, he just had a huge run, so let's see if he can have another. I mean, we only need 1 yard, but okay, it's blown up. Okay. And they're going to call timeout. I wanted to be the one who called timeout, but no, according to them, they want to be the one to call timeout. I feel like an option. Probably. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but we're going to do it either way. We go big. I fumbled. Okay. And they're going to run that in. Oh, okay. Get him. Okay. Thanks. Okay, well, I guess I'll see you back in simulation. Let's get out of this. And this year, at least we can go 4-8 on the season for the 4th time in a row, but we would go 5-7 on the season. That would mean that we are probably going to miss a bowl game. Afa Singer from USC, quarterback, 4,610 yards, 53 touchdowns on a 76% completion percentage. Your 2040 Heisman winner. And no, we are not going to make the college football playoff. I know we're definitely not making that, even if we go 12-0. But here's a look at the schedule if you want to look at that there. But no, we're not making a bowl game here in year number 1. But let's take a look at these stats. How did Jason Dwyer? No, it's Tony Dwyer. That's his name. Crap, I do that freaking every time. Looks like my name. I don't care though. 3,462 yards, 19 touchdowns to 6 picks. He's a senior with a playing time deal breaker. That happens way too dang much. Frederick Dalton was actually kind of underwhelming. He's also a senior, so he's leaving. 427 yards, a touchdown on the receiving core here. Callum Foster has a deal breaker. No, okay, he had 903 yards and 4 touchdowns. He was pretty good. Nate Eberle, he's a junior. He's not going to be leaving. Most likely that is 805 yards on 5 touchdowns. Rico Montanez is also a junior. He's also going to be staying, most likely. 746 yards on 4 touchdowns. Now looking on the defense side of the ball, it didn't look like we were too bad. We had a few pretty solid guys. You had a guy with, that's 7.5? No, that's 1.5. I thought I said 7 for a second. We had a guy with 5 picks here. Ramon Maddox, a cornerback. 80 overall cornerback. I didn't really play much defense this year, but also I do need to show that I did not do any enforcement. I did jump into 2 games. Obviously, you guys saw the USF game that we did end up losing 38-31. We could go 5-7 as well. I also played this Liberty game, which was really low scoring compared to the USF one, but yeah, at least we go 5-7 on the season. So I mean, I guess you could say it's a season accomplished, kind of. Technically, but is there anyone on staff? I need to check that. I haven't even checking that. Milanovic, is he okay? Yes, some recruiter. We have Bobby Daly, who is 100% master motivator. So you know what? Honestly, next season, no matter the outcome, I'm probably gonna end up firing our coordinators. And this year, it looks like we actually gained a star in prestige, as we are now a 1-star, which not really that much of a level up. Also, there's not actually that much transfers that I would be expecting. Corey Merrick, a freshman wide receiver, at least he only had normal dev, so we're not really worried about that. Oh gosh, I just realized we had 2 persuasion. They're all normal dev. Do I just do any freshmen? Barry Mills, is this kid good? They're all normal devs. So I don't really care about any of them. I mean, workhorse, that could come in handy for Barry Mills. So you know what? Let's offer him, and he is going to stay. Everyone else on this list is going to end up leaving. And now I want to go ahead and get into the college football history. Who ended up winning the national championship in the 2040 season? BYU is going to beat Tennessee 38-28. Kalani Sitake winning like his 3rd national championship in like his 5th natty appearance, and maybe his 25th, not even 25th. What am I talking about? 40th season at this point, but anyway, here, obviously, we have to get into draft results. I don't think there's going to be anyone, right? Nope, there's not going to be anyone. And looking at our recruiting class, we were bad on the trail, I guess you could say. If you watch these videos, that was a horrible start. Juan Calculator, JoJo Streeter, and we also got a 3-star Jamie Kevin Rousseau. Yeah, if you watch these videos, you know that you have to just wait to see all the good outcomes when it comes to a national sign. They will have a full class of 30, I swear. We have normal dev on Juan Calculator. I know it's Calculator, I don't care. JoJo Streeter, dev star. What? Dev star. Star dev on him. Dallas office. You have Alabama and Ole Miss chasing us, so kind of worried about that. But Kevin Rousseau also has impact dev, so not really what I was really like, you know, wanting, but I mean, I guess we'll take it. Conference USA, how are we doing here? 117th. Yikes. Okay, then like 54 by 50 points. And just like the boys, I make myself look very, very stupid. Anyway, your Dallas office is only one dev. Okay, well, I mean, he's a 4-star, so we really, really need it right now. Obviously, you know, Joe Streeter is a star dev. Jimmy Crapasso, we already know he's impact. Kind of Allers is impact. Everybody's going to be impact. All of these 3-star gems were impact. And we don't care about any other of these guys, except for Cam Lewis, who was a star dev freshman transfer defensive tackle. And we have nothing almost in impacts again, except we have Alejandro Portillo, Mike linebacker, star dev as well, and then nothing really much after that. We only got 18 guys though, so that makes me look dumb. Anyway, here, oh, that's the Mountain West. We need the Conference USA. We only got the 2nd best class. Louisiana Tech outdid us. 3 4-stars and 15 3-stars. For a top 50 class, I mean, I usually sign top 50 classes, so I mean, I guess this is normal. We're 67 overall. Sorry about that. We are a 67 overall here in year number 2, though, in the 2041 college football season. Our best guy is actually Alejandro Portillo, sorry. 88 overall, Sam Langers, our Mike linebacker, number 52. This kid's going to the league. I'm telling you, 6'2", 225 pounds. He's still got a lot of time to develop. This kid's going to the league. No matter what, this kid's going to the league. We're an 87-year-old David Purifoy, 84, 82s. And yeah, no, we only have 580s. I mean, I guess it's better than last year. Hugh Tubbs is going to be our starting quarterback, though. Number 2. And then he is 6'5", 230. So he's actually really, really freaking tall. He's not even maxed out. So, I mean, I guess he'll do solid for us. Our running back, though, as we saw Marquise Bliss, we saw him for a split second. They're a pretty solid running back tantrum, I'd say. Then at wide receiver, honestly, that's not bad at all. We have solid top 4. Kellum Foster is actually going to be at wide receiver 2. But Bryce Stepanovich is going to step up for that wide receiver 1 job. Arias Bushele, what a name there. He's going to start tight end our line. I mean, that left tackle didn't look really good, but I mean, the rest of the line, I mean, it looks solid. We have some pretty good linebackers, too. Our corners are not bad. That guy still has his helmet on or his profile picture. You know, good kicker, good punter, which, I mean, you get good kickers and good punters if you don't even recruit, so it doesn't even matter. My apologies. I was a bit sick before I got to this clip, but I am better now. As this year, we're going to go 6-6 on season with it's 500, so we are good. We did go 1-5 start out the season, but it's okay because we just rounded around and then we ended up going 6-6 on the season, which, as I just said, is above 500, but unfortunately that would not be enough for the Conference USA Championship. As anyway, here, let's see if we are going to make a bowl game for the first time in the 2040s for the UTEP Miners. As Quincy Irvin in Alabama is going to win the Heisman, 4,000 yards and 37 touchdowns, 75% completion percentage is pretty good as well. But we're going to make the famous item with it against Boise State. So definitely a pretty fun bowl game to jump into there. Hopefully we can finish out 7-6 on the season as we beat Boise State, hopefully. And this is definitely not what we wanted, as we're going to lose to Boise State 20-17. I don't jump into bowl games just because I feel only if I want to show them off, but even then it's just simulation. But yeah, we're gonna end up losing to Boise State, unfortunately, as the national champion this year. It's going to be Alabama beating Ohio State 45-23. Now let's get into the stats. Before we do that, actually, though, I do need to upgrade my coach skills. I did get recruiter maxed out. Well, actually, they're all up to 3, except for a few positions that are at 4. But anyway, here, do I want to do motivator or do I want to do tactician? Honestly, I feel like I definitely 100% want to do motivator, since I want to get this done as quick as possible. And player development, I feel like would be the best. Recruiter and motivator are definitely one of my favorite paths to go down, because I also love talent developer too. Sometimes architect is pretty cool, which I mean, that's not really a recruiter plus motivator path. But anyway, here, or maybe it is, I don't know. View Tubbs, 3,428 yards and 21 touchdowns at 9 interceptions. Pretty solid on the season. 933 rushing yards from Marquise Place, and he does not want to transfer. Great. 6 touchdowns as well for him, as not really solid. Yeah, solid receiving core, as it looks like we had 2 guys with 800 yards. That'd be Bryce Stepanovich and Callum Foster, the GOAT, as we saw last year, which he wasn't really the greatest this year, but Bryce had 6 touchdowns and Callum had 4, so that's pretty solid. So we had a really good Mike linebacker in Alejandro Portillo, I don't know, probably Portillo. And now I sound dumb. That they made your 93 tackles, 12 TFLs, 3.5 sacks, and a pick. Who else had TFLs? He led in sacks. He led in interceptions. No, he did not. That would actually go to our free safety. So I don't know why I said that. As first of all, I got to point out that we went up a half star in prestige, so that's good. As we only have 4 guys who want to transfer out this year, and it's 90 overall. Will linebacker Davin Purifoy is one of the guys that wants to leave. Let's build it up. So Dwayne Moultrie, do you want to leave? You are not going. Oh no, we only have 2 persuasion chance. I didn't even realize that. Oh no, okay, please David, okay. Oh, David Purifoy is going to leave, and let's get into the transfer portal, see who we can pick up, and see where Davin's going as well, because I want to check that, because I haven't been checking that recently. As how can I forget? Before we do that, we have to get into players' stats, draft results, and there's none, so yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, here, 4 4-stars this year is not really the greatest for me. We have a normal dev, will linebacker, normal dev receiver as well, impact dev, and normal dev. So not really the, the greatest recruiting class ever. But once again, it'll all be filled after this, but I can't really do much with the 2.5-star, But anyway, here, let's see. Where is Davin Purifoy? Was that his name, Purifoy? Yes. Where is he going? I'm gonna say, where is he from? I didn't even check where he's from. It looks like he's going to go to, okay, he's from Colorado, so he has offers from North Carolina, Miami, Oregon, Louisiana Tech, and the USC Trojans. Also, Del Marcus here, if you want to take a look at his interest, there it is now. But with that, let's go ahead and see who we can pick up in the portal at National Signing Day. This recruiting class looks exactly like last year's. The top 50 recruiting class at least, but only 14 guys. The only thing we can do is get to next season, see our overall, and just hope we don't go freaking 6-6 again and actually have a record above 500, even though we technically did, but we didn't because it was at 500. Never mind. And I mean, this is like the overall that or like 2 overalls below the team that's the top overall rated team in the conference, which I'm pretty sure is Louisiana Tech. So, I mean, I guess this is a good, some good improvement. So even if we're not really recruiting good, at least we're having good development because of our coordinator. So actually, it's a good thing that we actually ended up keeping them. But anyway, your Hugh Tubbs, 77 overall. Yeah, no, there's not much saving him. Marquise Bliss is pretty good at an 80. Not really anyone good backing him up. So Bryce Stepanovich is carrying this entire receiving core once again. And yeah, no, that's really everyone that matters on this team. Hello, can I go to the roster, please? Not UTSA, UTEP. Okay, thank you, EA. Thank you for not being stupid for once. And that's the magic of being a high 70 overall in the small conference. We are going to make the Conference USA Championship against Middle Tennessee, who are ranked 25th. Our only 2 losses this season. It ended up coming to Arkansas in week 5, which I mean, that's kind of expected. But it also came to Liberty, which once again kind of expected, but they went 5-7, so it's kind of like fraudulent. We already played Middle Tennessee this year, and we actually won 43-41. Must have went to overtime there, double overtime. It looks like 2 possibly, but who knows? We're gonna play Middle Tennessee in the Conference USA Championship, but again, recruiting still not looking the greatest, even with like our maxed out stuff. The only reason this guy committed to Ohio State is just because they came in super late. Usually, I have them like really like locked in super late, but no, Ohio State came in super early, and I didn't listen for just whatever reason. This guy's deal breaker though, and Fernie Michaels, he does have playing time for his deal breaker, so I'd say his hard sell would be clutch, maybe. I don't know what it would be yet, but we don't really need to rush on him yet, you know? And unfortunately, this year it looks like we lost the Conference USA Championship to Middle Tennessee as we up 10-3 on the season. Although I can't see the score yet, we will get into it soon. But it looks like Prince ended up winning Offensive Player of the Year there, but Deontay Kadu, a running back at LSU, is going to win the Heisman in the 2042 season. 1,744 yards on 6 touchdowns. No, that's yards per carry. Never mind. I always do that for whatever reason. We're going to make the Cure Bowl this year against Eastern Michigan. Honestly, I feel like we're definitely going to win this one, and there's no way we don't. I was going to fire my staff too, but I feel like I should definitely keep them around because these guys haven't really been the worst. And I just got a Conference USA Player of the Week. Oh, there it is again. There's another one, probably defense and offensive. Okay. I was going to say that's probably because we're going to, win, but nope. We lost Eastern Michigan 52-38, so that's how our season ends. It ends like that a lot, unfortunately, where you just go 10-2 and then you just go to crap in your last 2 games of conference championship and a bowl game. 4,561 yards from Paiute Tubbs, too. He actually went off this year, 46 touchdowns, 10 picks, too. Marquise Bliss wasn't bad as well, 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns, pretty solid. We had 2,000-yard receivers in Floyd Barmore, a 81 overall sophomore red shirt. I wonder what his thing was. What was his star rating coming out? Okay, there's just a 3-star. I thought it'd be higher than that. Yeah, Juan Calculator. This is one of the 4-stars we signed, right? Nope, that's Floyd Barmore. Okay, I was going to say no, but that was Floyd Barmore. He had 1,708 yards on 9 touchdowns. Also, that other guy had 20 touchdowns. That's absolutely insane. This was one of our 4-stars, so yeah, this is our season 1 4-star receiver, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, it looks like we had a really, really solid defense this year. Oh my goodness, look at that. Dude, and I just gotta say, this BYU team is an absolute wagon. Yeah, sure. Okay, I thought they lost. Okay, well, I have to redo that. I thought they lost, so I was going to say sure they lost, but they didn't. So, yeah, no, they're going to win the national championship, though, on Florida State. But they are an absolute freaking wagon, bro. How much is that? Freaking 2 national championships in the 2040s? Freaking 4. Okay, just 4. Well, that was underwhelming. But anyway, here, let's get into players leaving. As it looks like we're only going to have 4 guys again. Cam Lewis wants to leave, though. He's going to stay, though. Prince of Makanaka Bupa. Okay, he is going to say good. I like that name. So you got to say Ben Simonson's going to stay. Jason Jennings, yes. Okay, so we have a full class that is not going to leave. Also, I just want to say it is on 20 players leaving at max with 50-50 for both. So this is, regulation things or sliders or whatever. But we're 79 overall now, so it should mean we'll be about an 81 by next season. So, I mean, I guess that's good. Also, no draft results for us because, of course, we're not going to have anyone drafted. Which I mean, we could have, but yeah, no, we're most likely not. David Costello, those normal dev. Maybe Frank Hops is also normal. I'm so Oscar Mooney. You gotta be kidding me. And Fernie Michaels, though, let's just find it out. Okay. Well, that's why nobody's offering him. And I mean, I guess you can say top 40 and best class in the Conference USA. Better than a ranked team too is good, but not really, like in my book, it's just, it won't cut it. The last 3 years have just not been cut it, which I mean, overall has been good, but nothing else really. 84 is way better than what I expect, which I mean, I kind of expected an 84, I'm not going to lie, but, well, I wasn't really expecting it, but you know what I mean. But an 81 defense, not something to really be happy for, but I mean, hey, we'll take what we can get at this point, right? I mean, this team is all that Ronald LeBoy here, good corner, good defensive attack. How is our defense our worst aspect? It's like our best aspect almost. I don't know how that works, but anyway, here, let's get into season number 4 of this rebuild. And I mean, this happens every year. We go freaking like 9-1 at like maybe mid-season, and then we just get ranked like 25th, and then we immediately lose our next game, and then we go 9-2, then we easily win our next game in a blowout win. And then guess what? Of course, we're going to play in the Conference USA Championship against Middle Tennessee, who is now ranked 23, so technically
even if we won that game, they'd be ranked ahead of us, which I mean, probably not. Also, I just want to address something. Whenever we are home, I just want to say now, I'm going to say alts are going to be our new home jerseys. So I just want to throw that out there because it's the 2040s and Javaris and Lamar does what he wants, all right? And this year, the Heisman is going to go to Johnny Ames, a running back out of LSU. Almost 2,000 yards on the ground and 300 carries. Wow, okay. Ashton Gentile is still better and he got robbed, but whatever here. We're going to be playing in the Cure Bowl, though, against the UMass. They always blank on their name. What are they called? The Minutemen. That's what they're called. I always do that. We played in the Cure Bowl last year, too. So it looks like we could probably win this. I mean, it's UMass. They're not really good, which I mean, they weren't the worst team in the league. And like 4 years ago, we were. And we have officially won the Cure Bowl over UMass. I don't know the score yet, so don't be commenting. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I don't know why you would comment over something some small, but whatever. Anyway, here we are going to win 28-9. Or wait, what? No, 29-28. No force wins, no play, no nothing. I don't jump into bowl games unless it is the playoffs. Even then, it's simulation and it's just for luck. Anyway, you're 4,530 yards from our new quarterback Clifton Livings, who has a deal breaker now for championship contender. I feel like being ranked in week maybe 12. I mean, it was 25th to be fair, but 32 touchdowns, 9 picks as well. And on the ground, Marquise Bliss, he has a deal breaker. Thankfully, he's a senior, 877 yards on 3 touchdowns. So a bit of a disappointing, going out season. But anyway, Zaire Dodge, an 83 overall sophomore, no deal breaker, 1,500 yards on 14 touchdowns. Wow, okay. 1,000 yards from Floyd Barmore on 3 touchdowns, 926 from Ewan Calculator on 5 touchdowns. I know it's Calcaterra, I don't care. We have 3 guys with 100 tackles, 2 got 20 TFLs, Jason Wallabow and Cam Lewis. Then we had 11.5 sacks from Cam Lewis as well. We had a lot of picks on this season. We had a really solid defense too, surprisingly. Surprisingly, we're actually now ranked 24th for whatever reason. Did we go up a half star in prestige? No, there's no way we did. We didn't. EA, what are we doing? Thankfully, we don't have that many transfer. Alex Brown, the receiver's going to transfer out. Ben Simonson's not going to transfer out. Joey Pearson, he's going to leave as well as David Costello. He is going to stay. I'm pretty sure this guy was a 3-star right now. He was a 4-star. What am I thinking? Joel Bean too. It's Joel Bean, but whatever here. He's going to transfer out. And now let's take a look at who won the national championship of this year. It beat Miami, beating Notre Dame 38-7 too. Wow. And we actually had a few guys go to the draft this year. Is Ronald LeBoy, a cornerback, went in the 6th round. Then we had a defensive tackle. It was actually Cam Lewis. That makes sense. He had a really good season. A defensive tackle went round 7. So, I mean, at least we had 2 draft picks that makes our pro potential go up. I don't know why I couldn't think of that, but hey, whatever. A really good season in that wise. But anyway, here, I did end up signing 5. Okay, so 5 total 4 stars. I didn't know, like, some guys committed, some didn't. Yeah, that's how college football works. I don't know why I said that. It's a bunch of normal impacts once again, because of course it is. And Henry Giamillo, he's probably going to commit to, and he probably is going to have, once again, just a normal or an impact dev. I swear if I had like 100 more hours, I'd be. But I mean, I guess the top 25 or top 30, not top 25 class is pretty good. Ranked 27th. I mean, with 6 4-stars is good on 26 total guys. I did have 35 guys that I almost signed, but first of all, 3 of them had deal breakers, so I ended up only going after 32. So yeah, no, I couldn't get any of them, unfortunately, but you're so close to signing a full class of 35. But hey, I'll take 26 over what we usually had in like 16 or 18. And we are now in 90s territory, which I mean, not yet, but 89 overall with the 91 offense. So technically we are in 90s territory and we're only 1 off in actual overall. So yeah, we also have an 86 overall defense, which was the all we had last year. Anyway, here, let's take a look at this roster. We have actually a few 90 overalls, 3 of them. As a matter of fact, Clifton Livings is an 89 overall senior, left-handed. By the way, I just want to point that out. He has 4 bronze abilities and a platinum, being resistance, step up, sleight of hand, and dot. all being bronze and then platinum tier on time. Honestly, I have no clue when I got this dude, but he's star dev. Apparently, I got him at a transfer out of Temple. I did not know that, but whatever. I don't actually pay attention to like any of my guys I signed, but Zaire Dodge is an 88, and we got Joe Spear at an 89. They're all 90s, but you know what? It's close enough, you know. Anyway, here, look at all these guys. They all look good, and we don't have anyone in the 60s, do we? We do. Okay, they're probably just some walk on no names. Yeah, sure, we went 8-4 this season, but somehow we're now ranked 25th. I don't know how and why they ranked us like that, but hey, whatever, I guess. Anyway, here, we're also going to play Middle Tennessee once again in the Conference USA Championship. Big shocker. I mean, I just realized it is Javaris Mamar's alma mater, so I mean, I guess it makes sense. Also, I realized we could also probably unlock Master Motivator this season. Maybe if we have 3 guys drafted, which I mean, yeah, that's how that works. So maybe we can become a Master Vader this season. And Georgia's wide receiver Deshaun Riggs is going to win the Heisman this year, 1,800 yards on 113 receptions on 15 touchdowns, as well as we're going to make the Cure Bowl for the 3rd time in a row, this time against Central Michigan. And we have went 10-4 on the season. That does in fact mean that we have won the Cure Bowl right after we get all of these pop-ups out the way. I saw Clifton Livings one thing, and then Clayton Wallabow or whatever his name is won something. Pretty sure he's our good defensive tackle, is it? I have no clue. But anyway, here, let's see how we did on the game against Central Michigan. We ended up winning 55-26. And I almost forgot to show I did not jump into any games or first win just any games in general, you know. But anyway, here's a little proof of that. I just need to show it because I get paranoid that people are gonna be like, whatever. Anyway, here, 4,689 yards from Clifton Livings. I really hope he gets drafted this year. 36 touchdowns to 5 interceptions as well. He's been elite. I'm so sad that he has to go. Who's going to be stepping up to the plate next? 81 overall, Dante Longacre. Okay, he's also left-handed. Oh my gosh, we have 3 left-handed quarterbacks, and one of them's a 76. Oh, he's normal deb. Okay. 726 yards from Ben Simonson, though, on 177 carries for 4 touchdowns. We had Gio Littlejohn with 12 touchdowns. Frank Hops with 14. Who are these people, dude? Oh my goodness. Anyway, you're at the receiving core. 2,000-yard receivers this year is Juan Calcaterra, 1,290 yards on 10 touchdowns. Then we have Floyd Barmore, 1,030 on 7 touchdowns. Defensive-wise, I mean, I guess you could say we looked pretty solid, I guess. Jason Wallabow, he looked pretty solid. Didn't win any awards, unfortunately. He was a defensive tackle. See, I knew he was a defensive tackle. But, yeah, a solid season on that. Not really, like, you know, the greatest season ever, though, obviously. I also should mention, since I haven't, that I only have 10 years to do this, and we are entering year number 6. But anyway, here's a look at all of this. If you are wondering about that, you might take a look at Recruiter really quick as well. There you go. Pause and read to see that. And now let's see how many players are going to be leaving this year. Then we'll get into the national championship. Alan Session, a corner, is wanting to leave. He's going to say Frank Hops had 14 touchdowns, and he's going to leave. Yikes. Okay. I know he was a 4-star. I think Stephen Easy's gonna leave. That hurts. Oh my gosh, what the heck happened there? I don't know. I'm still kind of like coughed up. Sometimes it just happens. Miss Pujals. Pujals. I probably messed it up so bad. Anyway, here, yeah, no one else is going to stay, and that's going to be all our persuasion. And now let's see who won the national championship this year. It would end up going to BYU beating Georgia 41-10. And one way to getting Master Motivator is we're going to have 2 guys getting drafted, including JoJo Streeter, which was one of our first 4 stars on the entire recruiting class, or our first year recruiting class. You can just say he had star dev. He was really good. Clifton Livings, he transferred from Temple, I think it said. And yeah, he was really good last season. So unfortunately, they all good things have to come to him. But we find our first 5-star of the video, as he's going to be elite dev. There we go. And he's a receiver. My receiving core always turns out good in all these videos. I don't know why they just do star dev on another receiver, Matt Strud, and then a corner, Chester Pope. Maybe we can make him two-way. Who knows? I actually can't, but whatever. Once again, exactly the 27th recruiting class again. I could have had better. I almost had 6 4-stars. I don't know how much that would impact it, but I guess 27th's not the worst. And I guess I should check all of the what you would call dev traits of the 3-star transfer. George Foreman, a running back, is a star development. And who else do we have on this? Okay, yeah, Bo Akers. There he was. He was a Sam linebacker, but unfortunately, I didn't get a star safety in Ioniadis. Yeah, no, I definitely did not say that right. At least I missed out on a normal dev. And then I'm just looking at all of these normals, and I miss out on an impact dev after that. And we're going to see a lot of normal devs, an impact dev, and normal devs, and impact devs. All 26 total, guys. So only 1 star dev. So, and this year we are officially a 90 on the dot, 91 overall offense, 89 overall defense. It looks perfect. One more drafted player, we are going to be becoming Master Vader. Anyway, here, let's see our top guys. We only have 2 90s this year, unfortunately. Zaire Dodge, a receiver from last year who didn't really do the greatest, is now, first of all, star development with 3 gold abilities in 50-50, balanced, and downhill. Yeah, but he was really good last season. He was just super underused, but now that he's receiver 1, he'll be really good. Greg Jasper, to a good lineman, left tackle, and it looks like we have a pretty good team. Other than that, I mean, I don't know. I'm a little scared for this team. I mean, who knows? Maybe we can just bounce back after, a bit of a down year. Only 160 on roster, by the way, so that's actually really good for my rebuild's sake, at least, I guess. I don't know. And we have finally finished the season 11-4. Unfortunately, it's not good enough for 12-0. I think we lost in the non-con, which, I mean, yeah, we have no in-conference losses, but 22nd in the nation here. We have a chance to make the college football playoff. I think if we beat Western Kentucky, no, okay, we don't, but it would be really cool if we were. Tulane is the only group of 5 team that is projected to be in at the moment. I tried signing some 5-stars, by the way, but yeah, got a bit too cocky, and I did not end up signing any. So if you're wondering about that, just that. But anyway, here, James Hardy is the only guy that I need, which I'm just now realizing. His name's James Handy, not Hardy. So Hardy and Handy. Funny. But anyway, here, I want to jump into this game against Western Kentucky. I'm just going to simulate it, so let's get straight into this one. I just want to jump into one game this season, even if we make the playoffs, Alright, here we go in the Conference USA Championship in UTEP Stadium. Oh no, Western Kentucky goes up 14-0, or at least 17-0. Now they get a quick field goal. We do get a quick score after that, though. Can we make it at least 14-17? Okay, we'll make it a field goal game before the halftime, 17-14 at half, 17-17. Now we end up tying it up. They look like they tried to take a lead once again, but they don't. But they do now. They take a field goal lead, but then we get it back, and we're gonna win the Conference USA Football Championship 24-20 over the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Unfortunately, they couldn't make the college football playoff even if they won this, but we possibly could. So let's go ahead and see. First of all, let's just see who wins the Heisman. Let's see if we make it. And I mean, not really that it matters, but the Heisman winners is going to be Kona Armour out of Ohio State, 2,814 yards and 48 touchdowns, unless it's our school, of course, then it matters. But anyway, here, we are going to make the college football playoff. We're going to play Clemson this year as the 12th seed. Yikes. Okay. So we have the worst seed in the college football playoff. Not the worst seed, just the lowest seed. I mean, like, who has the worst seed? You'd say, like, road wise. Ooh, honestly, I would say it's us. So yeah, no, maybe we do have the worst seed in the control back. We are ranked 22nd. They are ranked 7th, did I see? No, it was 5th. They were ranked. We're actually at 12th. I didn't even know that. But let's hop into this game against Clemson. See what we can do. We are on Heisman difficulty, by the way. I don't think it affects simulation, though. And let's get into this game against Clemson. Okay, it looked like we're not having the worst defense so far. We scored first, getting the field goal, getting another field goal, making it 6-0. They make it 7-6, though, as we get a score, and we're going to be leading by halftime 13-10 as they tie it up 13-13 here. It might be a similar story to the Conference USA, Clemson being 16-13. What I just said, I should not have said that. Clemson's going to beat us the first round of the college football playoff, unfortunately, here in year number 6, but You know, it's only year number 6. Year number 7 will be better. I mean, usually my teams win national championships in like year number like 5 or 6, which I mean usually I go 3-star schools, not 0-star schools, but hey, whatever. First of all, here at Players Leaving, we did land James Handy, 4-star running back. Also, I'm not going to show the results of the game or the force score or whatnot, because why would I rig a game against my team? And also, I don't think it affects simulation, just like difficulty, like when you're actually simulating it, not just like, well, you know what I mean. Anyway, here we're also a 2-star team now, so we only go up half a star, so he is definitely selling us. Josh Savage wants to leave, a freshman running back. He's almost, I was gonna say he's 78, but he's all normal depth, so I don't really care about him. Josh Ashamashalaikum, is he going to leave? He is going to leave. Caesar Garado, actually, he's going to stay with Impact Dev. David Lodi is going to leave. He only has normal dev. See all the Impact Dev players. You can see normal, you can leave, buddy. See all of these guys with above normal. They're cool, and they can they're actually gonna develop above an 80 overall wherever they go to. But yeah, as we saw in my recruiting class, I didn't really recruit much, just 8 to 4 stars like every time, because I haven't been able to get my hours up, because for some reason the prestige works super weird in this game. And now we're down to 19 ranked, by the way. Also, draft results now. We are going to get a guy drafted in round 5, Zaire Dodge. Of course, it would be Zaire Dodge. And now we can unlock Master Motivator and become the Vader, the Master Vader. It was actually 7 5 or 4 stars, not 8. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I made it 9 4 stars in the transfer portal, as I had 27 total commits this year. As, yeah, no, a lot of them actually transferred to other schools, but focusing on the ones we actually got, if I can actually remove them all off my list first. Thank you, EA. Can we do that? Thank you. Donovan Warmack, a freshman transfer left. There was Star Dev, and Del as I think that's how you pronounce that, with Impact Dev, sophomore defensive tackle, Impact Star Dev on Emmanuel Algier, and then Emmanuel Dev, what? No, Star Dev on James Hardy, Oscar Burton as Star as well, and 2 impacts and 2 normals right here, or 1 impact and 1 normal right there. Not a lot of 3 stars, though. Actually, yeah, a lot of 3 stars, because you can say like I usually sign a lot of 3 stars anyway. You're Jason Conrad, 8-star tight end. Thank God I got him. I got him like right when the transfer portal like thing ended. And since we're reaching 10 years here in year number 7, we gotta go quick now. So we got 290 overalls. We actually got a full 93 overalls. Fancy 2 in here, a right tackle. I'm pretty sure this is a transfer that we picked up. Yes, it was a transfer out of Ole Miss. And we also have a 91 overall left tackle in Greg Jasper. So we have really 2 good offensive tackles. And that guy was actually a 4-star at high school, so that's a little fun. Honga's going to be our best receiver. Look at that speed, 95 speed, 96 acceleration. He kind of needs to work on his catching. He's 5'6". No way. And our next pick says 5'11", David Castell, but we don't need to get into the entire roster. You know what? If you want to take a look at the entire roster, pause and see a few names or whatever you want to do, go ahead and do that. But let's get into this final, what could possibly be at least our final season, and year number 7. And finally, UTEP has been ranked 20th at 12-0 on the entire season. And oh no, we didn't. Okay, well, we lost to safety, but that doesn't matter. We signed 4 stars, almost at 6 stars. That'd be insane. But let's get into this conference championship game against Middle Tennessee. Before we do that, of course, I have to show the team schedule. We actually beat Oklahoma and Oklahoma State to start out. And we beat Cincinnati, beat FCS Northwest, and then obviously we won out on our conference side, 94 overall. We could actually be favorites in the college football playoff. You never know. We could be like the next Kirk Signetti or something, the 2040s Kirk Signetti. And we have won the Conference USA Football Championship, and we are ranked 12th. You know what that means. We have made the college football playoff. The highest point going to go to Jabu Dogby from Tennessee. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. 4,353 yards on 49 touchdowns, 75% completion percentage. She was pretty solid. Did we have any guys winning awards? No, we did not. BYU. Oh no, I was gonna say that looks pretty easy, but this isn't 2026. No, it is not. It is the 2040. This is they're looking to win their 3rd national championship in a row. Ooh, but that means we have a chance to ruin their three-peat hopes, you know? Who'd they beat last? They beat UCLA last 17-10. I don't think I showed last season's national championship. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's all of them, right? Yeah, 6 national championships this video. So if we can beat them in the first round of the college football playoff as the 12th seed, that'd be really cool. Although then we have to play one of the best teams of the 2020s, Georgia. So yeah, no. And even if we get past that, we have to play either Notre Dame, Florida, or Clemson. Even if we somehow get past that in the national championship, we'd have to play Ohio State, Tennessee, USC, Alabama, West Virginia, or Virginia Tech. So that's not going to be the funnest thing ever. And I actually just checked. They actually have kind of a similar overall to us. They're actually a 96 and we're a 94. So we're actually not too that far off in overall. So hey, maybe we can end up winning this. I mean, a 94 for a group of 4 school. I mean, I know it's year 7, but that's still really, or not really, it's pretty solid, you know. Remember Heisman? Okay, yeah, no, okay. 14-0 early. We are down to BYU. That's not the greatest. At least we get a field goal, I guess, as we're gonna go up 21-3 to end the half. 28-3 now. Atlanta Falcons. Nope, never mind. Okay. 31-10 now. The score 34-10. We're gonna lose to BYU, and they're most likely going to go on to three-peat in the 2040s, winning their 7th since 2032 or whatever the heck it was. I don't even know at this point. At this point in the video, I feel like we need to focus on winning national championships. We don't need to focus on recruiting anymore unless it's the transfer portal. But getting into players leaving now, George Watt wants to transfer, but he's going to stay. Thank God for our Jason Conrad's going to stay too. Brett Perry, you're going to stay. Nope, you're going to leave. But we can get a goodwill linebacker in the, what's it called? The transfer portal. I don't know how I stuttered on that name, but we can still become a Master Vader, right? So we can become a Master Vader. I just wanted to max out Master Vader. What? No, Motivator. To become a Master Vader. That was. And I didn't even check stats this year. How dare I not do that? This year, Taylor Benito went up 4,000 yards, 1 yards, 50 touchdowns. That's actually not bad at all. Holy. Oh, didn't really look good on the ground. Dalton Chin, 581 yards and 9 touchdowns. Isaiah Montgomery had 1,500 yards and 15 touchdowns. George Watt had 1,075 yards and 12 touchdowns. Thank God he didn't treasure. He's a freshman too. He has elite development. Oh my goodness, that is exciting. Oh my gosh. Defensive wise was absolutely peak as well. And now we gotta go see, did BYU go back to back, taking home that 3-peat? They did. They beat Tennessee this year 38-35. And this year we're gonna have both of our tackles actually, so that actually makes sense. Chancey Titton's gonna go in the 3rd round, and Greg Jasper's gonna be going to the 4th round in the draft. So that's actually really good. That was who I was gonna suspect to actually go. But obviously, here's a look at our 6 4-stars. We got an elite dev receiver again. Oh my gosh, and a star and an elite dev receiver. Why are the receivers always so good whenever I pick them up? In like every single one of these rebuilds, no matter if it's a transfer or a high school player. And this is kind of dumb. I had just now signed a full class of 30, but 33 total guys this year. I didn't even get transfer. That was a 4-star. I'm not even gonna, but I did sign a lot more 3-stars, which is something that I could have done the whole time. And I didn't even realize. So that's when we got a star dev right edge transfer freshman, my number 28 on my list. I don't know why I said that. I just throw in random facts sometimes. 29th ranked. I don't know how, but 7 4-stars, 26 3-stars, top 30 instead of top 25, which I mean, we usually don't even get top 25. We get like 27th, but we got to win. And I think I know how. We're focusing on winning this year is what I meant. We're focusing on the national championship, and I know how we can do that. I'm going to be moving us out of the Conference USA. And where can we move to since we're a Southern team? The University of Texas El Paso. What is another conference that just added a Texas team in the 2025 season? That would be the SEC. They just added Texas in 2025, or was it 2024? Or I guess, I don't know. But anyway, here we are going to be the 4, 6, 8, 12, okay, 13th team. I didn't know how many teams the SEC was, but I just didn't know how much off the top of my head. I wasn't going to say the only thing it could do would bring us down in overall, but we actually went up in overall. We're now a 94 across the board, 94 everything. Taylor Bonito here's a senior at an 86 overall, so I feel like we're definitely eligible to win a national championship. Our quarterback's just not been good this entire video. Usually they're pretty solid, and there's sometimes a pretty solid one in the portal that I pick up, but now George Watt's going to be our wide receiver, one of our best player on our entire team. Only 2 90s again, but George Watt's a 92 overall. He's our elite dev wide receiver we got a few years ago. Donovan Warmack here's at a 90 overall. Start at redshirt junior. He's probably going to commit to the draft here. And our wide receiver 2, David Costello, he's pretty good. We have a pretty solid team, all team round, honestly. Oh, I didn't end the well, that's embarrassing. I just want to remind you guys that we were a 94 last season, going 13-1 on the season, and 1 season later we go 6-6 in the SEC, right? And that drops us from a 94 all the way down to an 82. How does that happen? I don't understand how that happens. What went wrong with this team? Why is there so many 55s? It looks like I just turned on auto recruiter. I don't know what just happened to this team. This was supposed to be our lock-in season, then we go 6-6, and then we drop to an 82 in year 9. So just to make the video shorter, I'm just going to recap these next 2 seasons, see if we win a national championship or not, and I guess I will see you guys whenever. But I did not record any gameplay at all, and it was only a voiceover, so that looks very done. But anyway, here, I did not win the challenge. Last 2 seasons, season number 9, we ended up going 8-4 on the season, ended up making a bowl game and up losing it, went 8-5 on the season, signed, I think, 7 4-stars and 2 5-stars, actually. And I also think I went up half a star in prestige that year, I'm pretty sure. And then year 10 for being in the SEC, that was. And then year 10, I think we went 10-2 on the season, and we actually made the SEC championship. And then we lost to Texas, surprisingly. And then we did not make the college football playoff. And then we lost the bowl game, going 10-4 on the season. Kind of like year number, I think it was 2 or 3. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, goodbye.